Hey there, I'm Patrick Franco, and I'm joined by Melly, who will be our student today as we look at Shalabhasana, which you might know of as Locust pose. Shalabhasana is a prone back bend, which means we are lying on our abdomen when we do the pose. This back bend, like most back bends, you're gonna see towards the end of a yoga class. And it's an active back bend, so it takes work in much of the body in order to open and lift the chest, as well as open and lengthen the legs in this shape. Now, specifically, it does strengthen the muscles of the quadriceps, the hip flexors, as well as the shoulders and upper back in order to get this back bend going. And it does stretch and lengthen the inner thighs of the legs. It stretches the side body of the trunk, as well as the abdominal muscles and the spinal muscles. So we're gonna go ahead and look at it now, and Melly's gonna lie on her stomach face down. Once you lie on your belly, you can bring your feet together to start, big toes touch, and you can slide your palms back behind you alongside your legs. Now, sometimes this pose is taught palms down, sometimes it's taught palms up, sometimes it's taught palms interlaced, but we're gonna look at the classic version, and the classic version, the palms are facing up. Now, in order to get this pose going, I'm gonna ask Melly to roll her upper arms to the ceiling as she lifts her head and chest and pull her head and chest forward. Once she does that, you can see the arms engage the upper back and the muscles of the back have to really work. Now she's gonna lengthen her inner thighs towards her big toes and lift her legs. Now the feet might separate, it's okay, but as the body is lifting up to make this back bend happen, she's also extending from the crown of her head through her legs. She's actually trying to lift her thighs off the floor and use her arms to lift her chest even more. And when she's ready, she can come down and rest for a moment. She can turn her head to one side, which we often do because the neck and the muscles of the neck and the upper back are really working. Now, that was the classic version of Shalabhasana. It takes a lot of work in the muscles of the upper back and the arms to support the lift of the chest, as well as the muscles of the thighs and inner thighs extending back and lifting to keep the legs lifted. One thing that we can do as an alternative to help the lift of the chest is we can do this pose with the palms interlaced behind our back. So Melly's gonna interlace her palms behind her back, and she can start with bent elbows. The reason this makes a big difference is because when your palms interlace, it's easier to use the arms to stretch, lengthen, and lift the trunk, as opposed to when the hands are free, it takes a little bit more work. So she's gonna do the same action she did on the other side. She's gonna lift her upper arms, that spreads the collarbones. She's gonna pull her knuckles back and take her chest and head up. Good. Now this interlace of her hands helps her access the muscles of the upper back even more. She's gonna keep that as she stretches the inner thighs back and lifts the legs up. Good. And as you're breathing in and out, be sure to breathe in and out. As you're breathing, you might lift your chest and your thighs, and as you're breathing out, you might find more extension from your toes to the crown of your head. And when she's ready, she'll come down and rest her head on the other side. So there you have it, Shalabhasana, Locust pose. It's a very active prone back bend that opens up the chest, the upper back, as well as the legs. We'll see you on the mat next time.